What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about my December wrap-up. A question you may ask is, why am I doing my December wrap-up in March? Well, first, I was in a reading slump for the past 2 months, so I haven't really been in the mood to read books nor create content for my booktube channel. And then second is, I'm just updating my wrap-up style just so it has more information that's worthwhile for you guys. With that, I just wanna say na sobrang grateful ko na meron akong reading journal, cause if not for my reading journal, I wouldn't really be remembering most of the stuff I read. But since I annotate my books and I have a reading journal, napakadali lang i-access ulit nung information na gusto kong sabihin tungkol sa mga libro na basa ko. Before we get into the wrap-up, gusto ko lang mag-state ng mga stats na meron ako for my December reads. For December, I plan to read 8 physical books, and in total, I've read 8 books. Pero breakdown nun is 5 physical books and 3 e-books. So, yung 5 physical books yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon dito sa wrap-up, and then yung 3 e-books, I just read them for my enjoyment. So, hindi ko na siya babanggitin kung anong mga librong yun. Just know that I read 3 e-books in between reading 5 na physical books. So, out of my TBR, that's 5 out of 8 books na nabasa ko. And then, the total days I've read is 28 days out of 31 days, which is pretty good na halos everyday ako nagbabasa ng libro. Or at least, I try to read every day, kahit ilang chapter lang yan. So that's all for my stats, and hopefully you like that information because I plan on doing it for every wrap-up in the future. Because yeah, it's one of the reasons I have my reading journal is to just track my statistics. Hindi naman siya full-blown na stats na parang how many pages I've read and stuff, but still just to see how many books I'm planning and then how many books I actually read from those planned TBR. And that's all. I've been rambling for a while now. Let's move on to my wrap-up. So the first book I finished in December is Between Now and Ever After by I Love Books, Fallen Baby Boo Boo, Peach X Vision, J. Harry 08, and Sherling Pure Jerky. And this book I rated 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is the first book in my mini Fallen Baby Boo Boo reading marathon na ginawa ko last December. Kasi last December, plinano ko na magbasa ng mga libro ng Ate L. And Ate L participated in this first book, and then yung second book na babanggitin ko after. And then yung third book is one of her own works. This first book is actually the first original to come from pulp fiction. And what's different about this book is this is a collection of 5 short stories from those 5 different authors. Pero unlike modern pulp fiction books, there's not much connection between the 5 stories. So, yeah, it's not a collaboration per se, but more of a collection of books. Not books, short stories. One cool fact that I'd like to bring up about this book is the 5 authors in this book is actually part of the first batch of authors na na-publish ng pulp fiction in 2013. So, that's one cool trivia about this book. The stories were mostly okay. If I could highlight one story though, it would be Goodbye Girl by Sherling Pure Jerky. From what I understand, Goodbye Girl is an excerpt from If I Fall, which is yung isa pang story ni Sherling Pure Jerky na na-publish na sa pulp fiction, but that was published after this book. So, ngayon, gusto kong maghanap ng copy ng If I Fall just cause the angst was angsting dun sa story na yon, and I feel like I remember reading it from Wattpad back in the day, and yeah, I just feel like reliving through the angst of it all, so hopefully I can find a copy. And medyo nalayo na ako dun sa original topic, pero yeah, that's all I have for Between Now and Ever After. The next book I finished in December is Maybe Forever by I Love Fallen Sea. I Love Fallen Sea is made up of I Love Books, Fallen Baby Boo Boo, and Sierra. And ito yung second book sa mini Fallen Baby Boo Boo reading marathon na ginawa ko. I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. In this book, we follow Olivia, who's going to New York para mag-aral. Pero bago siya umalis, her boyfriend Kit decided to propose to her. Now, in this book, makikita natin kung paano mag-play out yung dalawang decisions niya dito, which is either yes or no. If alam niyo yung movie sa Netflix na Look Both Ways, parang ganun yung vibes niya na there's two timelines na sinusundan natin. This book surprised me a lot because I really hated reading about the characters in this book kasi napaka-immature nila. But the ending flipped the switch on that. Like, sobrang na-shock ako ng ending na renate ko siya ng 4 stars out of 5. So, ganun kaganda para sa akin yung nangyari by the end of the story na what was supposed to be a 3 out of 5 stars dahil I really didn't like reading through the characters, na bago yun nung ending. So if you have a copy of this, I suggest reading through it because it surprised me a lot. The next book I finished in December is A&D by Fallen Baby Boo Boo, and this is the last book na binasa ko from Ate L last December. I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. In this book, we follow Aaron and Dakota as they navigate their friendship in high school. Aaron is a jock, Dakota is a nerd, and yung dynamic na yun yung nagpuput ng strain sa relationship nila cause high school, and yung high school here is very cliquey. So, jocks stay with the jocks, nerds stay with the nerds. This book is basically a retelling of Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me music video. So expect the romance, expect the angst, and overall, cute moments between the characters na nagpapakilig sa'yo. So it's basically a feel-good story. 10 years later, I still love this book and the characters within it. I consider this a Wattpad classic, but there are some outdated views here that should stay in 2013. So normally I would have rated this 5 stars, but because of those outdated views, I bumped it down to 4 stars. So I have an in-depth video on this if you want to check it out, and I'll link it somewhere here on the video. And with that, I end my mini Fallen Baby Boo Boo reading marathon. The next book I finished in December is The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, and I rated this book 5 out of 5 stars. Isa ito sa favorites ko from last December, and I read this to prepare myself for the upcoming TV adaptation just so I could refresh my memory of the events na nangyari sa libro. And plano ko sana tapusin to bago mag-prepare yung show, pero hindi nangyari yon. So I was reading the book while watching the show, and I can say that it was a really fun experience because yung TV show na meron tayo ngayon is the most faithful adaptation na meron tayo from Percy Jackson. In this book, we follow Percy Jackson na prime suspect sa pagnanakaw ng lightning bolt ni Zeus, which is why yung title is The Lightning Thief. Para ma-clear yung name ni Percy Jackson, he goes on this quest to go to the underworld para i-retrieve yung lightning bolt. Pero on their travels, they have to fight monsters na pinipigilan silang matapos yung quest nila. So this is basically a fun adventure type of story, and I really enjoyed it. Hindi ko sure actually kung ito na ba yung third or fourth reread ko ng book. I just know I've read this book quite a few times na since I first started reading it when I was in high school. But all I can say is, after almost 20 years, this book is still so good. Sure, there are outdated references na meron dito sa book since this is a book from the early 2000s. So, expect that na may outdated na references, but those references are so minuscule to the grand scheme of things and basically negligible. And which is why I appreciate the TV adaptation kasi it modernizes yung Percy Jackson na na-meet natin back in 2000s. Percy Jackson is a series that I have loved then, I still love now, and I will love forever. The last book I read in December is Sonnets About Us by Raindrops, Matilda Brand, and Crossroad. I rated this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I consider this my favorite read from December and 2023. I'll say that this is also my favorite pop fiction original out of all the originals na nabasa ko. Shout out to Art by Carla cause her video on this book was the one that convinced me na basahin na tong libro na to kasi matagal na to nasa shelf ko, tagal ko na nabili to pero di ko pa nababasa. But through her video, nakumbinsi akong basahin to fully and yeah, I really enjoyed my time reading through this. So, thank you to Ate Carla cause yung recommendation niya ang nagbigay sa akin ng favorite book ko for 2023. This book is also a collection of short stories katulad ng Between Now and Ever After. What's different about this book is all the 3 characters in the story have a connection, and yung connection na yon is through the Sonnet 116 coffee shop. And through that coffee shop, doon natin nakikita yung interactions ng mga characters sa isa't isa. Another cool thing about this book is they're loosely inspired by William Shakespeare, hence the title Sonnets About Us. So, throughout reading the books, you can see yung influence ng mga stories leading through the book. It's not a one-to-one retelling, it's just loosely inspired by it. So, expect that and expect to see some Easter eggs from the stories ni William Shakespeare dito sa libro na to. I love this book so much because napatawa, napakilig, napaluha ako neto while reading through it. This book just shows you a good look at love and yung iba pang emotions na nakaakibat dito. I'm pretty sure that this book is still available online, so if you have the chance, go and buy it, go and read it, cause this is so good. Like, there's a reason why it's my favorite read of 2023. But other than that, I will definitely check out yung other stories ng authors dito cause how they write in this story was just so good na na-curious akong basahin yung ibang content nila. And yeah, that's everything I have for Sonnets About Us. So these are all the books I've read last December, and yeah, I'd say na it was a productive reading month despite the holidays kasi yung bandang 25 to 30 medyo busy na nun kasi nagse-celebrate lahat ng tao. But yeah, I really enjoyed my December reading month dahil 2 of my favorite reads were from that month. Isang downside na lang siguro nung reading month na yun is hindi ko na nabasa yung pinano ko rin na mini Ken Daniel reading marathon. But I always have more time this year para basahin yung mga stories ni Kuya Ken. So that wraps up my December reading month. So that's 5 total books and yung 3 other ebooks na hindi ko na nabanggit. That's 8. And then I read 10 books last November. So that's 18 books total na nabasa ko in 2023. Para sa inyo, what were your favorite reads of 2023? And if you have any recommendations, please comment them down below because I'd like to venture out more into other books. Kaya, just suggest them down below. If you do like this video, please leave a like and then subscribe if you want to see more from me. Hopefully, through this wrap-up, may mga recommendations kayo na nakuha para basahin nyo this year. And that's everything from me. So, bye! Thank you for watching! Bye! Bye-bye ulit. Bye!